Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about something really crazy and insane that's going on right now in Grand Theft Auto Online, and is also something that has personally happened to myself. So I wanted to share that experience with you guys. Also, kind of keep you informed about what's going on in case this is happening to you. But if you're one of those people that are not having this issue, letting you guys know about what is still occurring in online, just letting you know and getting you aware. Okay, so you guys know after the past few DLCs in Grand Theft Auto Online, and particularly like the last three, the Festive Surprise 2015, the January Benny's DLC, and then the Be My Valentine update, customization on vehicles and mods and liveries have been disappearing, in particularly like right after the DLC launches, like 24 to 36 hours. I got so many reports of people saying, you know, the mods and liveries that I put on my Roosevelt Valor and my Sultan RS and Banshee 900R, they're not sticking, they're going away after I pay from them in Benny's. And when I go into another lobby or the next day when I get on Grand Theft Auto Online, they're not there, but my money's gone, meaning I spent money on Benny's customization or Los Santos custom shop upgrades, and I still don't get to see them. They're gone. And those Benny's updates are pretty expensive, especially for those two new supercars. So it's no joke when you lose out on $400,000 or $500,000 of customization. That can be a huge issue. However, typically after the DLC resides for a day or two, Rockstar tend to fix those issues. They respond to you guys. I get tons of tweets saying, you know, hey, look, Rockstar actually donated $25,000, $400,000, whatever the amount might be for the customization that I missed. But it actually looks like this is returning in a more serious manner than before. So I get a ton of tweets, I get a ton of emails, and I received this one from Matt. He said, "Good evening, Mr. Boss the Win, longtime subscriber, love your work." Well, thank you. He says, "I had some interesting dealings with Rockstar tech support recently regarding my fully modded Benny's Sultan RS disappearing." Wow, disappearing. That's pretty crazy. So he says, yes, that's right. Not just the mods or livery, but the entire car has disappeared. Okay, now that is pretty interesting. Now, when I hear from people that have stories and experiences like this, I tell them that they need to kind of do their due diligence first. So what I mean by that is make sure they've called Moore's Mutual, obviously. It could be blown up, and if a day or two goes by, you might not remember. It could also be in another garage that you don't really check. I've got 5 properties. I've got cars all over the place. I don't remember where they go or who, what garage they're supposed to belong to. So check all your garages, make sure those are good, and just make sure that it isn't like lost somewhere in your game. I know that sounds silly, but something like that disappearing just doesn't seem right. And he actually got back to me and said, like, no, it's actually gone. Like, I paid for it. It's gone. My money's gone. I did all the mods and upgrades. It's nowhere to be found. So I said that was pretty interesting. I responded to him. I basically just said, like, contact Rockstar support, get some proof, make sure you're good to go. And I really didn't think anything of it. I thought I pointed him in the right direction. And then the other day, I was doing lots of live streams. You guys know that I've been live streaming all throughout the past 5 or 6 days due to this Friends in High Places update week, where we've been getting double RP and double money on all contact missions. And about 2 or 3 days ago, I was streaming. I think it was either like the Ron or Lester, or Gerald, or whatever the missions were. I was streaming, and I had this bright matte red Karuma. And this is what I was using that day on the stream. I was using the Karuma so that we could obviously grind through these missions a little bit easier. It was red. It had all sorts of customizations, custom options on the bumpers, fenders, spoilers, custom wheels and tires. So I definitely purchased it, upgraded it, and modified it. And then obviously we had done multiple sessions, joined multiple lobbies. And then the next day when we were doing the next set of contact missions on a totally separate stream, about 24 hours later, I actually ran into a situation where my Karuma was a different color, and it lost all of its customization, it lost all of its mods. So although my car didn't disappear, it totally lost everything. And I was lucky enough to capture my reaction live, and I'll show you guys right now. Yes. Why did it change colors? What the heck? All my mods went away. Literally all my mods went away on my armored Karuma. No way. What the heck? This is not the same color I had the other day. Okay, interesting. So yeah, that was really interesting. Obviously, you could tell by my reaction, I was genuinely surprised that the customization wasn't there. Now, I tried to not make a big deal about it because I obviously was live streaming and I was trying to put on a good show for you guys and keep it entertaining and exciting and fun. And I didn't want to harp on the fact that I had just lost all my Karuma customization. But nonetheless, I was still taken back by it and kind of shocked, which is still why I'm making this video to this date. And I was lucky enough that I was recording. I was able to get proof of this. But that's one thing you need to do. Now, I thought this experience was relatively weird because, one, it has nothing to do with a DLC. I mean, obviously, we're in the middle of this Friends in High Places update, but it still didn't have anything to do with a new vehicle added. And I started trying to draw some connections about what could have happened. I mean, this guy mentioned about how his Karen Sultan disappeared. Meanwhile, I'm driving the armored version of the Karen Karuma. Is this something to do with Karen cars? That would be a really odd coincidence considering this was happening to other vehicles like the Banshee 900R, the Albany Roosevelt. So maybe it's just an odd coincidence that they're both from the Karen family. But nonetheless, it was weird that this happened to me and it happened to Matt outside of a regular DLC time. So whenever something like this happens, I always want to preface that you guys contact Rockstar support. That's the best way to go about solving something like this. There's no need trying to be a vigilante or do it yourself because honestly, you'll probably just make things worse. You need to get proof. Lucky enough for me, I was recording. So always make sure you have pictures or screenshots. Open a support ticket for Rockstar support. You can actually call them and you can email them as well, believe it or not. And if you do all three of those things, you'll greatly increase your chances of getting a response from a real person and getting your issue resolved. And as I've mentioned in the past, lots of people tweet at me responses from Rockstar saying, hey, they sent me $400,000, $500,000 for the missing customization. So they do know that these issues are going on and they try to make things right, which is good on them. But this is just an ultra weird situation. I don't know why it happened to my car. I don't know why Matt's car disappeared. That was even a stranger situation. But I want to hear from you guys in the comment section down below on two things. Number one, is this happening to you or is it not happening to you? And if it is happening to you, tell me what vehicle it's happened to. Maybe we can identify a pattern or, come to the bottom of what vehicles are disappearing or maybe what situation or scenario will trigger something like this to happen. So let me know all that information in the comment section down below. If you did go on to enjoy the video, a like rating would of course be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily Grand Theft Auto 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.